Are you tired of feeling suffocated by the constant rising cost of living, drowning in debt, and constantly worrying about your finances? What if I told you there was a way to flip the script in 2024? In today's episode, we will be discussing 5 empowering strategies to help you break free from financial stress and unlock a brighter and more prosperous 2024. So the question is, are you ready to turn the tables on your finances this year? Welcome to another episode of Fire Podcast, where we share stories and experiences of today's female property investors to inspire and empower investors of tomorrow. My name is Cynthia and I am your host. So in today's episode, we will be sharing 5 strategies to help you make an extra £5,000 every month. So imagine your life with £5,000 extra every month. What would that look like? Would you be able to pay off your debt, take more holiday, spend time with your family, work less hours? With the current cost of living crisis, it's important to understand how you can diversify your income, because no matter how much money you make every month, I don't care if you work as a doctor or whatever it is, if you're earning 150k a year, no matter how much money you make, one source of income is never enough. So the average salary in the UK is around £28,000, which barely does anything these days. Once you've paid your rent and paid your bills, you're literally left with nothing. So it's important to understand how you can always bring more into your life in terms of like your finances, how you can make more money, what sort of services or products can you be offering to people, what sort of problems can you help people solve that will in turn make you some money. So let's dive right into it. So the very first strategy we'll be discussing today is dropshipping. So what is dropshipping? Dropshipping basically is where you find a product that people want or people are interested in, or a product that can solve some sort of problem for people, and you connect it with the consumer who will be your clients or your customers. The good thing with dropshipping is, unlike other e-commerce businesses, dropshipping does not require you to handle any inventory. You don't have to deal with the shipping. You don't even have to hold the physical product. All you simply need to do is find a product, find a supplier who will sell that product to you, connect it to the customers. So you're like a middleman, like you might think of yourself as an agent, right? You're like in the middle. You found this product is great, and you have a client base that are ready to buy it. So what you do is you put up a website or a store, and you connect the two together, so the supplier and the clients, right? And so how do you do this? Once you set up your store, your clients can go on your website or your store and order that product, and you don't have to do anything. The supplier gets the order and they send it straight to your clients. So it's kind of like modern day, like, having your own business or your own brand, like e-commerce, where you don't really have to do a lot of the paperwork involved. And I know personally that when it comes to dealing with e-commerce and selling things online or selling products online, it can be a little bit daunting, especially when you have to deal with like the packaging and postage and all of that. But with dropshipping, you don't have to deal with any of that. And the best thing with dropshipping is that you don't have to start with a lot of money. You can start with literally as little as £100 to £200. Okay, so here's how you can start a dropshipping business in 2024. The very first step would be to choose a niche or find a product that you would like to sell. How do you even find products? Basically, you can go on sites like TikTok or Facebook Marketplace, or even just Facebook in general and Instagram. You can just look at products that are going viral. You can look at ads that are being, like companies that are advertising certain products, see what sort of products they're advertising on these platforms, see how much engagement these products or these ads are getting, because that will give you a good understanding of if people are actually even interested in that product at all. When it comes to choosing your product, you can let the algorithm do the work for you, right? We know these days everything is all about algorithms. You search one thing online, you're bombarded with ads about that thing on your socials and everywhere you look. So just let that work for you. So when you're thinking of choosing the products, so start searching random products to sell online, and then just watch what type of ads the algorithm sends your way, and sort of start engaging with those ads. See what people are saying, see how many likes, how many views, how many comments, see what people are saying in the comments about that product, and see if you can actually source that product from a supplier. And we'll talk about how to source a product in a minute. So you can also use PP ads to research viral ads in any niche that you're interested in. So when it comes to dropshipping, there are three main niches that you can almost never fail with. The first one is choosing a product that adds value or solves a problem, right? And like I said earlier on, you find all these products on social media, find out how people are using it, what people are saying about those products. It could be anything. As long as it solves a problem for the consumers, that could be your winning product right there. The second niche is beauty. When it comes to beauty, like, we us girls, we like to look good. Even guys these days, everyone likes to look good, right? So when it comes to beauty, skincare, those sort of products do really, really well when it comes to dropshipping. So you just have to find a reputable supplier who can offer you quality products in that niche. And the final one is clothing. Everyone wears clothes. No matter how much money you have or how little money you have, one thing you need is clothes. And we always need loads and loads of them. So it's all about understanding what the seasons as well in the country that you want to sell your product in. So let's say you wanted to sell your product in the UK, you have to consider what season your product will be launching. It's not really about when you buy your products. You might decide to start your business in the winter, but by the time you actually put that business out there and make it and set up everything, it's summer. So you need to be thinking of when your products will go live and what season it will be when your products go live. And you want to match the products that you sell to the season that you're selling, if that makes sense. So once you've decided on what product to sell, it's time to actually find a supplier who will supply those products to you. The easiest way to find a supplier is to use dropshipping suppliers directories, such as AliExpress and CJ Dropshipping. So when you start looking at the suppliers, you also want to do more research about that product. So see how much you'll be acquiring that product from the supplier. Go online, take a screenshot of that product, post it online, and try and find, like other brands or companies selling the same product. You want to see how much people are actually selling that product for, because that would help you decide a winning product. A good rule of thumb for a winning product is to always get products that you can sell for at least 2.5 to 3 times more than the cost of buying that product and shipping it out to a customer. So for example, let's say you wanted to sell let's say a makeup brush, and the makeup brush costs £1 from your supplier, and it will cost you another £3 to ship that product to your customers. So in total, it would cost you £4 to get that product and ship it to your customers. So you want to be able to charge at least 2 to 3 times the price of that. So you want to be able to charge at least £8 to £12 for that particular makeup brush. So once you've found a product, you've identified a supplier that can provide that product for you, the next step would be to actually now go and build your e-commerce store. And I know, honestly, it sounds a lot more complicated than it is, but it's actually quite simple building an e-commerce store right now in 2024. You can use sites like Shopify, and it makes the process so much easier, and you can have your e-commerce store up and running in just a few minutes. Once your store is all set up, the next thing would be to actually now start looking for your customers, right? How are you going to find customers to actually purchase your product? Because if people don't know about your product, how are they going to buy your product? So the first way that you want to do to try and start getting more traffic to your site or your store would be to just do organic social media marketing. So you can post your product on TikTok, get friends and family to make reviews of that product. You can actually just go on Amazon and find someone that's selling the same product that you want to sell. You can buy 1 or 2, use it yourself, make a review, and just link it to your actual store. And another way that you can get customers for your store would be to run social media ads, right? So you can do Facebook ads, Google ads, whatever ad it is. You don't have to spend a lot on ads. You can do literally £5 budget a day. You can start with as little as £5, £10 budget a day for your ads, and you'll be able to start pulling people into your store. So finally, once you've got all of that set up, you want to plan how you're going to ship your products from the supplier to your client. So you can use sites like DSS, Obero, and Hyperscue to fulfill your orders, and they provide different fulfillment options that can work better for you. So you just need to research different fulfillment companies, see which one offers options that are best suited for you and your client, and just go with them. The second strategy that you can use to be making up to £5,000 extra a month in 2024 is Airbnb. You've probably heard about the hype with Airbnb. Everyone's talking about Airbnb, but it's for a reason. You can make so much money on Airbnb in such a short period of time if you know exactly what you're doing. And a lot of people think to start with Airbnb, you basically have to, own a house or go and rent a house. You don't always have to start off with that. We're going to talk about how you can secure properties in a minute. But let's just take it back to basics. What is Airbnb? Airbnb isn't really a strategy on its own. It's more like a short-term rental platform. So the actual strategy would be short-term rentals, right? Where you take a property and you list it on sites like Airbnb, Booking.com, and other online travel agencies to be able to, charge guests a nightly rate and make some money out of that. Now, you can literally start with just the spare room in your house, right? You don't need to go out. Like some of us have spare rooms in our house and it's just sitting there collecting dust and holding all our furniture and things that we're never going to use again, just holding it. If you were to move all of that into like a storage, or even just get rid of them if you have to, you can utilize that space, that spare room, more effectively. You can put it up on Airbnb, and depending on where your property is located, that particular room, just one room, could be making you up to £1,000 a month on Airbnb. So how do you even start an Airbnb business? So first off, you want to choose a location. How do you choose a location? Go on Airbnb, just type in random location, whatever location comes to mind, go on there, search for the location, see what other Airbnbs are doing in the area, do a little analysis, see how much you can make in the area, and then decide whether or not that area would actually serve your needs. On average, you can make anywhere from £100 and upwards per room or per property on Airbnb. So once you've chosen your location, the next thing would be to test for demand. So how do you test for demand? Again, you go back on Airbnb, check if the location has any live listings, see how many reviews those listings have. You also want to use sites like AirDNA to understand what the occupancy rate in the area would be. And once you've got all of that figured out, compare that to, like how much you'll be paying in terms of rent, or even if it's just your own spare room that you're using as an Airbnb, you want to just see if the figures work for you. Like I personally wouldn't go for anything that makes anything less than, like a certain amount a month. So for me personally, it could be like between £500 and upwards. That's what I'll be looking to achieve from any Airbnb property that I have, because obviously you have to consider maintenance and management and all of that. So you just need to find a figure that actually works for you. However, I believe that you can make at least 500 to 1K per property that you've listed on Airbnb. And for you to make up to £5,000, you just need to replicate that and put at least 2 to 3 properties on Airbnb, and that will bring you closer to the 5K a month goal. Before we go further, let's just discuss how you actually know that an area has good demand. As a rule of thumb, you want to be able to make at least 10% of the monthly rent for that property on Airbnb. So let's say, for instance, you're considering taking on a property that's worth £2,000. If you can't make at least £200 a night in that area on Airbnb, then I wouldn't really consider taking on that property. And the other thing would be to also understand the occupancy rate. You don't want to invest in an area with anything less than a 50% occupancy rate. Okay, and between that 50% occupancy rate and the minimum average price of 10% of the rent, you'll be able to figure out exactly how much you can make in an area, like in the bad months especially, because usually with Airbnb, the seasons, right? You have the high seasons, you have the low seasons, and usually in the low seasons you'll be seeing occupancy rates of somewhere between 40 to 60%, right? Which is why you always do your calculations based on 50%, so that you know exactly what to expect in a bad month. And the good months, you can see occupancy rate of up to 85% or even 100%, and you can make so much money. The thing with Airbnb, one property can make you £500 profit in the low season and make you £5,000 profit in the high seasons. So it's just really understanding what that area has to offer, and the potential that your property has as well in that area. Once you've figured out where you want to invest and you've identified that there's potential in that area, the next one will be to find potential properties. When it comes to Airbnb, like I said earlier on, any property can have potential, even your spare room. So you can start with as little as your spare room in your house to 3, 4, 5 bed house, whatever it is. You just have to go with what the area needs based on the research that you've done. once you found and secured your property, the next step will be to set it up, make it look nice, use bright and colorful furnishing and, like decor around the house, just so that when you take pictures, it can stand out and look really nice. Then list it on Airbnb and start hosting your guests. The next business idea that you can be implementing this year to make money would be to start selling online services. So it could be like a coaching program, a mentoring program. You just really need to ask yourself, what are you good at, right? Anyone can be a coach. Anyone can sell online services. If it's something that you're passionate about, it could be something that you've done for years. You've got experience in that field. It could be anything really, even down to just how to cook, how to keep your house clean, how to be a great parent. There's all these courses out there, and people are making a killing out of, online services. To be honest with you, creating an online service or, like using your intellectual property to make money, that's literally the future right now. Like, because there's no limitations to that. You can make as much money as you actually have the time to invest. So when it comes to selling online services, you want to first identify your niche, find out something that you're good in, and leverage that to make money, because you will be adding value to other people's lives. You might think it's just a small skill or a small knowledge that no one cares about, but I can guarantee you that someone somewhere needs that information that you have, and why not share it with them for a small price? So when it comes to setting up an online business, first you want to choose a niche, like we've just already said. Create a business plan, a guide of what you want to do. What sort of services do you want to sell? Do you want to sell like online services, or do you want to actually sell online, like digital products? It could even be things like, writing CVs for people, like just literally anything. As long as it's something that you're good at and you've got good knowledge in, you can package that into like a digital product or a service, and you just sell it on to people. The next one is becoming a virtual assistant. Now, there are tons of companies, tons of businesses that are being started every day, every week, and they all need virtual assistants, right? So as a virtual assistant, you basically want to leverage your skills, expertise, and knowledge in things like, even if it was, administrative skills, graphic designs, basically little skills here and there that you can put together to help make a business owner's life a lot more like easier or more manageable, like reduce the workload for the business owner, right? You can also do things like social media management, content creation. Like there's so much that you can do as a virtual assistant that will allow you to, charge like a premium for your services, and you can work with more than one business. So that's the beauty of being a virtual assistant, right? You don't have to be stuck with one business. Virtual assistants can earn anywhere from £500 to £1,000 a month, just helping business owners run their businesses, right? So imagine working for multiple businesses at the same time. You'll be able to leverage your time and skills to make more money. You can actually also provide customer service for your clients and much more. So to become a virtual assistant, you basically don't need any certification. You don't necessarily even need to spend anything at all. You can do that from the comfort of your home. All you need is your phone or a laptop, and you're good to go. You can go and find clients online on sites like Fiverr and Upwork, or you can simply just create your social media profile, make it look nice, make it look professional, because obviously you have to make your page look appealing so that people would want to work with you. And then you can just go in there, use popular hashtags that are, used by businesses, find business owners, and actually go in their DMs and say, hey, listen, I'm a virtual assistant. Is there anything I can help you with? You can be proactive in that way and go and find businesses. One of the virtual assistants I've worked with in the past, that was how I found her. She reached out to me in my DMs and we started talking, and I decided to give her a chance and work with her. You can definitely be more proactive in that way and go out and actually look for businesses to work with you. Or you can just create a listing on Fiverr and Upwork and get people coming into those platforms to actually find people like you that offer the services that you do. And the final business strategy that you can implement this year to make you up to £5,000 a month is starting a vending machine business. So we all know about vending machines. Some of us use them daily or often, and we see them, like when you go to like train stations, hospitals, schools, gyms, like different places, we see vending machines, and we don't actually pay too much attention to it, but those could actually be like money making machines, right? When it comes to starting a vending machine business, there's certain things that you have to implement to make sure that your business is both safe and legally compliant. So before you even start your vending machine business, you want to check local regulations and legal requirements to actually operate a vending machine in that area or in that facility that you're thinking of putting your vending machine into. So you also want to identify a niche, right? Find what sort of product do you want to sell. Do you want to sell snacks? Do you want to sell junk food? Do you want to sell healthy snacks? Do you want to sell vegan food? Do you want to sell, like drinks, clothes, whatever it is really that you want to sell? Like people sell anything these days in vending machines, even cupcakes. People are making so much money running this vending machine business, and this could also be you too. Just like any other business, for you to be successful at a vending machine business, you really need to spend your time doing some research and planning. You want to research the products you want to sell. You also want to figure out where you want to put your vending machine. Do you want to put it in a gym? Do you want to put it in a school? It's worth going online and checking out different locations where you can put your vending machine, see the pros and the cons, and see what works for you and go with the option that best suits you, right? Acquiring a vending machine itself isn't necessarily expensive. You can choose to go down the more expensive route, which is where you go and you buy the machines on site from sites like, Alibaba or online, retailers, or you can simply just hire vending machines from companies who already own them. So you can always find these companies online by just typing in vending machine hire in your area, and you'll be able to find people who are hiring vending machines in your area. Look at all the different vending machines that they have. Start with something that fits within your budget. You can hire a vending machine for as little as £40 to £100 a month. It just depends on like the size and what sort of products you'll be selling and whatnot. Also, when it comes to a vending machine business, it's important for you to explore how you're actually going to fund that business, because like I did mention, it can cost some money if you wanted to actually buy your own vending machine, or a little bit less money, but you still have to either buy or hire a vending machine, and you have to buy the products and put them in the vending machine, and like plus other costs that's involved, like maintenance of that vending machine and management and all of that. And also sometimes you might have to pay bills or like little fees to have your vending machine in certain areas. So you just want to understand the actual total cost of it all. Yes, it can be a little bit more expensive, like compared to some of the other strategies that we've discussed today. However, if you've got the spare cash and it's something that you're interested in investing in, then it's always worth doing the due diligence and checking it out and making sure that it will actually work for you in terms of like what your financial goals are. So that brings us to the end of it. The most important thing with starting any business is all about research and planning. Make sure you do your due diligence for any strategy that you want to invest in. Some of the strategies that we've discussed today, make sure that these strategies can actually work side by side with whatever else that you've got going on. You might be working, you might be a stay-at-home parent, whatever it is that you've got going on right now. Just make sure that you'll be able to fit that around your current schedule so that you're not burning yourself out. Make sure you gather enough information. Look for other businesses in that sort of niche, what you're trying to do, like if it's drop shipping, vending machine, Airbnb, whatever it is. Look for people that are already doing that. If you can get any help or support from them, go for it. If not, see what they're doing, try and copy or be inspired by what they're doing. See what you can take from their business and how you can make it better to create your own brand. Okay, so that brings us to the end of today's video. Thank you all for watching. I hope you've learned one or two things from what we've discussed. Let me know in the comments which strategy you will be implementing this year to help you relieve some of your financial stress. And also please subscribe to our channel and like this video if you found it helpful. Bye bye, and I'll see you all next time.